Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the channel, and I'm here for an album review for you guys. Now, this is not for a newer release or anything. I've just been wanting to talk about this band and this album, so figured I'd talk about it with you guys. But for this review, I'm going to be reviewing Van Halen, the debut album. This is the album right here. So yeah, definitely a great album right off the bat. This was actually my first Van Halen album. This was technically the album that got me into the band. And yeah, I was pretty much hooked on the band ever since. I did get into the band earlier this year, 2020. So yeah, I am a newer fan of Van Halen because I do realize that a lot of people have been fans of them for years. But I am a newer fan, of course, so yeah, it's whatever. Better late than never, right? But I would say that after listening to all their albums, I would say that this is my second favorite Van Halen album. My first would be Fair Warning, which I think is just basically a near masterpiece of an album, but this album is definitely a close second. I do dig this one, though. It's a really good debut. I mean, you got great songs on here. I mean, I'm not going to, go over every single song. I'm just going to talk about the highlights, at least in my opinion. I mean, you got Runnin' with the Devil, which is a pretty catchy song. It's a decent album opener. But I would have actually would rather have Eruption as the album opener. I know that I'm not alone on that opinion because I've heard some other people on YouTube say that Eruption would be a better opener. It would be a good introduction to the album, and I can definitely agree. But yeah, but the album still starts off strong with Runnin' with the Devil. It is a pretty good song. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but it is a good song still. And then you Really Got Me, which I think is a great song. I really dig that one. Ain't Talking About Love, which is definitely one of my favorite Van Halen tracks. I really love the pretty much the melody and song structure, and just how catchy it is, especially when David Lee Roth delivers the line, Ain't Talking About Love. I mean, it's really cool stuff. But yeah, definitely a fun song to listen to. Jamie's Crying, I remember whenever I first listened to the album, this one used to be one of my favorites. It's not one of my favorites anymore. I still think it's a good song, though. It is very catchy. But yeah, it is definitely one of the most catchy songs on the album. And then you got other great songs like Feel Your Love Tonight, Ice Cream Man, and On Fire. On Fire, I think, is an excellent album closer. I just really love the energy and the way David delivers the vocals in this song. It's just fantastic, and it's just very fun and intriguing to listen to. But yeah, it closes out the album very well, I think. But yeah, this album, I think for the most part, is good. Now, obviously, like with any album, some songs are better than others. Some of the more songs that are not as great on the album would be like I'm the One, specifically that song, but even that one isn't bad. But again, some songs are just not as good as others. But again, that's the case with any album. But yeah, definitely a great album. I do dig this one. I mean, if you're into classic rock, you definitely need to check out this album. I mean, it's definitely an essential to own in your collection if you call yourself a fan of classic rock. And if you're into rock music in general, do yourself a favor and check out this album. It's definitely great. If you're looking to check out Van Halen, this would be a good start. It was my first Van Halen album. Yeah, the album has plenty of catchiness, just a lot of fun moments whenever you listen to them, and yeah, definitely a great album. So as a score, I'll have to give Van Halen, the debut album, either a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. I don't know, but it's definitely an excellent album. It really is. Like I said, it's probably my second favorite Van Halen album. Van Halen is, of course, a great band. So yeah, definitely, probably one of the best rock bands of all time. I might even go as far to say that. But the debut album, definitely one of their best, and it's an excellent album that I recommend. Well, there you have it, guys. That is my review for Van Halen's first album, their debut album. So let me know what you guys think of this album. Have you heard this album? If you have heard it, feel free to let me know your thoughts on it. So on that note, thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.